The JAA went through a fairly involved strategic planning process with our board of directors, and we looked for areas of opportunity where there was a need that was not being met. That was also an opportunity for JAA to expand our services, and memory care rose to the top of the list. So we decided to look out in the marketplace to see who was doing something that was really different than anyone else, best in class, evidence-based, that we could potentially bring to Pittsburgh.
Currently, there are 13 Hearthstone Centers of Excellence across the country. In October, we received our certification here for our existing memory care units, and that made us the 13th Center of Excellence across the country and the first in the state of Pennsylvania. So it is a pretty huge deal to be able to offer the improved services to the residents and the staff and their families.
We visit my mom twice a day. I come during the day and my husband comes after work at night. She's been much happier. She feels very safe. And again, because it's so close, I've really been able to develop a relationship with my mom, which we didn't have before.
One of the basic principles that we looked at, the very first one that they taught us and stressed, was to get at eye level so that it becomes a conversation with that resident rather than a directive or an order. That was the very first one that we learned, and then the second one that we learned was offer a choice. Because residents lose so much of their choices when they move into a long-term care facility. So if we can give them choices, then they feel like they have control, they feel like they have value, that their opinion matters, and it's really, really important for their sense of self-worth.
I also learned a lot from the Hearthstone, and I interact with my mom better. I get down to her, close down to her level and face-to-face talk with her. I'm very gentle with her. I give her options. When I'm by myself, I'll get the ball out and I'll do activities with her on my own. I learned, just how to be silly with her and make her laugh and make her feel safe. And my mom laughs all the time now.
The staff who have been trained on this approach called I'm Still Here can see what a tremendous difference it's making in the lives of the residents that they're caring for. We have an expectation that no matter who you are, whether you're a dietary or housekeeping or a nurse, we expect that you're going to spend some time sitting and doing an activity with our residents. And it's very, very important to have that level of engagement so that they can really get to know the individual. And Hearthstone gives us the tools that allow them to do that in a very effective way. And one of our housekeepers who works at Weinberg Village, who's been very engaged in this process, we were touring a family through the facility, and I asked him, I said, Ron, tell them about Hearthstone and what we're doing here. What does it mean? And he looked at this family and he said, it means that everyone has a voice. And it was just a very beautiful moment because he's not a caregiver, but he is someone who clearly understands how important it is to have that type of one-on-one interaction and engagement, and he has seen the difference that it's making.
So she is there, and some days she's really there and other days she's a little more quiet. But the more time you spend getting to know her and getting to know the other residents, it's a much better experience. If you could get your loved one in this facility, you'd be one lucky person. That's what I would say.